Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. An update from Ukraine. The Russians again attacked Ukraine with a multitude of drones. We'll see if they attacked any energy facilities in Ukraine, but the Russians claim that the Ukrainians attacked energy facilities inside Russia, which, according to the agreement between the Americans, Ukrainians, and Russians, those will be off limit. I have a list agreed upon what kind of facilities should not be targeted. Then we find out that the Republic of Moldova arrests a pro-Russian leader, and I wonder why. We're going to find out, obviously. And Russia will not hand over Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, of course. So these are the topics of today's video. Let's start with the first one coming from Ukrainska Pravda. Russians launched 117 drones on Ukraine overnight. 56 UAVs downed, 48 failed to reach their targets. This is from Wednesday, March 26, 2025. All right, let's see. The Russians attacked Ukraine with 117 Shahed drones and decoy drones. All right, let's see what they attacked. They attacked south, north, east, and center. So not the west of Ukraine. So everything else but the west. I wonder why. All right. In addition, 48 Russian decoy drones disappeared from radar. Sumy, Dnipropetrovsk, Kirovohrad, Cherkasy Oblast came under attack. So these are in this area right here. Cherkasy and right here in this area. Center, as I said. All right, let's see what else. They don't give anything else, but hey, we got this article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine talking about the same thing. 117 drones launched, and let's see where the Russians launched their drones from. Milerovo, Kursk, Primorsko-Akhtarsk, Russia, and Cape Shauda in temporary occupied Crimea. So Kursk, Milerovo, Kursk is right here. Milerovo is exactly here in the east. Then we got Primorsko-Akhtarsk on the Sea of Azov here. And then you got Cape Shauda in the Crimean Peninsula right here. So south, then you got southeast kind of, then you got east Milerovo, and then you got Kursk. And we already know what they say they attacked right here. Sumy, Dnipropetrovsk, Kirovohrad, and Cherkasy. All right, let's go to the next topic, which is, according to the Russians, from the 26th of March, Ukraine still targeting Russian energy infrastructure, according to the Ministry of Defense. Kiev is doing everything to sabotage steps by Moscow and Washington to settle the Ukraine conflict, the defense ministry has said. Ukraine continues to target Russian energy infrastructure despite claims by Vladimir Zelensky that he accepts an agreement between Moscow and Washington to hold such attacks. All right, let's see what they attacked. Overnight, 2 Ukrainian drones were shot down by air defenses of the Tarkankut Peninsula in Russia's Crimea. Well. The statement read, the UAVs were targeting the Glebovskoye underground gas storage facility, it added. Also, on Wednesday, consumers in a district in Kursk region were left without electricity after a high-voltage power line was disconnected as a result of the drone attack on an energy facility, according to the ministry. Another UAV strike on Russian energy infrastructure in Kursk region on Tuesday led to disruptions of electricity supply. Well, the first thing, let's discuss about Crimea. Crimea is right here and belongs to Russia. Now, the agreement was the Ukrainians will not target facilities in Russia. The Ukrainians do not recognize Crimea as being Russia. So for them, destroying or attacking this is attacking their own territory, according to the Ukrainian vision, obviously. They don't recognize Crimea being part of Russia, so therefore this doesn't fall under the terms of not attacking those facilities. But Kursk right here is part of Russia. And regarding those electricity, whatever those were, lines, high voltage power lines, spare me, okay? I don't really buy that, but nevertheless. So that's flimsy, and I think the Russians could not, not the Russians, the Ukrainians would not be 100% able to prevent all the baboons not releasing and launching drones on Russian facilities. That would happen. You can say, well, without the knowledge of the Americans, and well, we'll find out. The point is, yes, it's true that Zelensky wants to stay in power, therefore he's going to play his game. Sputnik. Ukraine continues attacks on Russian civilian energy infrastructure 36 minutes ago, today on the 26th of March 2025. And they give us the same thing right here during a Ukraine drone attack of power facility in Kursk region on March 25th. Again and again they tell us about the Crimea, the same thing. Next one. What's the complete list of energy facilities Russia, US agree should be, not is, should be off limits to attacks. Should be is different than is, all right, or are. And here is oil refineries, oil and gas pipelines and storage facilities including pumping stations, electricity generation and transmission infrastructure, that is the power lines, transmission infrastructure, including power plants, substations, transformers and distribution points, nuclear power plants, dams of hydroelectric power plants or power stations. Got it? It says in effect for 30 days, starting retroactively from March 18th. So they started supposedly from March 18th. From March 18th, the Ukrainians claim the Russians attacked infrastructure, energy infrastructure, and the Russians claim the same thing about the Ukrainians. All right, let's go to the next one. Russia and US agree list of emergency energy facilities for truce with Ukraine. This is from yesterday. And that gets me to Ukrainska Pravda. Russia says it won't hand over Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to Ukraine or other nations. I mean, that's baboonish to even contemplate that the Russians will willingly give back what they took. So where is that located? That is across from Dnipropetrovsk right here. So this is Zaporizhzhia Oblast. This is Dnipropetrovsk. And this used to be the reservoir of the Donetsk, Dnieper River to Donetsk River, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this is used to be, now it's not like that because, according to the Ukrainians, the Russians just destroyed the dam in Novokakhovka here. Right here, supposedly. Therefore, there's no more. Now, Enerhodar, it's exactly here. This is where the Zaporizhzhia power plant is located. This is Dnipropetrovsk, this is Zaporizhzhia. And here is a little river that right now, the Dnieper River goes over there. All right, got it? I don't think that anybody expected the Russians to ever give back what they already took. I mean, they got out of their beds to figure things out in Ukraine. Anything right now they're going to give back? I don't think so. It's already in their constitution, so it's all dead. Next one, and the last topic, coming from Reuters, pro-Russian leader of Moldovan ethnic minority detained. Well, there's no such a thing of Moldovan ethnic minorities, Romanian. But hey, if you want Moldovan, I'm good with that. Therefore, and she was detained. Chisinau, police in ex-Soviet Moldova. Why not ex-Romania's Moldova? Not even Moldova, Basarabia. Detained the leader of the country's pro-Russian Gagauz ethnic minority at Chisinau's International Airport late on Tuesday following the unexplained disappearance of two other wanted pro-Russian lawmakers. This is according to Reuters. Eugenia Gutul, the leader of Bashkan of Gagauzia, was being held for 72 hours in the capital, said Angela Starinsky, probably. An official with Moldova's anti-corruption center. I think this is corruption, but hey, the action is being taken within the context of a criminal case. Gagauzia, a 140,000 strong region in the south of Moldova, is dominated by ethnic Turks who favor close ties with Russia, adhere to Orthodox Christianity, and have had uneasy relations with the central authorities since Moldovan independence in 1991. Moldova, which over the Moldova being Basarabia, but hey, if who doesn't know history, Moldova, BS, which over the past 150 years has been variously part of the Russian Empire, Greater Romania, that's a bad thing, right? And the Soviet Union is now led by President Maya Sandu, who is committed to joining the European Union. So then Moldova is what? Why don't we go past 150 years? Let's go to, let's say, I would say 1490. Let's go to 1490. Okay? If 1490, that part of the world, and I'm going to show you the map, belonged to Moldova, which was ruled by Stefan the Great. All right, so here it is. This is Moldova. Right? This is Transnistria, Gagauzia, Paracapa. So all this is Moldova, right? This is Moldova. With Basarabia in this area, Basarabia here, with Bukovina. This is Moldova. Not this or that, because right now we have Moldova here, we have Moldova. This is Basarabia. This part in 1490, let's go with 1490, was part of this. So don't give me the 155 years, okay? Give me, 500 years. Just saying. So they detained her. This is what's going on, my friends. Aside from the names, aside from, oh, this is pro-Russian or this is pro-Ukrainian and all that, we as humans are, as I don't like Pablo Picasso's, just so you know, but I use it because I think it was smart what he said. Pablo Picasso visited one of the caves with the cave paintings, and after he got out, he reportedly said about the artists, about the painters, we didn't learn anything. So those guys, we didn't learn from them then until now. The same is with us. We call ourselves civilized, we call ourselves this and that. No, I think we're the same guys with a little veneer over what we really are. Crude, primitive being organisms. We have a veneer of civilization, but that just goes away the minute we are feeling uncomfortable. Therefore, our animalic instinct kicks in. So when you see, well, it's true that we are voting, we have rules, we enforce the rules, we're civilized, we have institutions, as flawed as they are, very much. But we consider ourselves like that. When things are a little bit hurting your interest or feelings, you turn into the primitive baboon that we are, include myself, okay? That's the way I noticed. Look at the elections. We are all democratic. We like elections. We like democracy. More than ever, you could see in the past, 5 years, including with Trump, Romania, and other areas in the Western world, Marine Le Pen in France, the Alternative for Deutschland in Germany, when they don't like who might win, they will try to not be democratic anymore. That means they turn to their primitive instincts. Arrest, ban, make it illegal, and so on. The same thing with these guys, arresting people. I don't know exactly what happened with this person in Moldova, but for me it's just another example of they do what the hell they want, and they tell us it's in the name of whatever ideal or whatever supposedly principle we uphold, and we are civilized. But under that veneer of looking good is just the same primitive animals that we were 3,000, 5,000, 8,000 years ago. That's it. So it's up to us individually to live up to what we think we are. All right? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.